Rob made it.
He did.
He did.
Hi, Rob.
Rob is sick.
He's sick.
Yes.
Was he sick of being back in England already? He said that he had some sort of infection or something,
Yeah. Every time he flies, he gets
and
sick.
he couldn't get any antibiotics here. This is because you have to have a prescription. I thought I could buy them. No, you have to go to Mexico to buy them now.
You just can't buy a prescription.
He's on doxycycline.
Doxycycline. He has an antibiotic.
An antibiotics?
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
Buttocks. Lieutenant Dan ice cream. Where's my green?
Anti-bees. I don't know where your green is.
Oh, that's you. I'm like. Jim's playing with his flashlight.
That's because half our electricity went out yesterday.
And he's flashing. He's just lucky he didn't give us any cooties.
Okay.
Cooties. 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 Fuck. Come on. That's not the green I was looking for. Cooties.
No, some imbecile hit a pole about 2 blocks from here and knocked half
Of
of
the
the
power.
electric out. So my refrigerator and everything stayed on. But like the television wouldn't work, the air conditioning wouldn't work.
I was watching Jack in the dark. Couldn't even charge my phone.
Howdy.
It's Linda. Excuse me while I look for my damn paint. I think Rob stole it.
She had all of this time to do this prep work, and now she's doing it now. I think that's a lack of professionalism.
I am by no means a professionalism. It is Taco Thursday. And we did tacos. We did taco. I found it. I found it.
God. Oh.
I found it. I found it, babe. I found it.
Oh. Let's have a party. Found it. I think I'm gonna get a coffee.
A coffee?
Yeah.
A coffee. You need a
Take-
coffee.
I'm gonna take my Vermont cup and I'm gonna have a coffee.
My Vermont cup broke.
I'm sorry.
Now I gotta get another one.
Well, it's not like you're never gonna go.
Right? Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. What's new, Linda? How's Linda things? What's new in Lindo land? Don't drink your paint water. It doesn't taste good. Oh, okay. Nada, she says. Nada. Nada, nada, nada. Alrighty, as I was. Let's see what we got going on here. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday. Yay for Friday. La la la. Friday, yay. Yay for Friday. Where's Fatima? What did you do with Fatima?
I don't know.
No, it's more like
Some,
something. Definitely not a seaside. You saw a seaside. That's a seaside. Suleiman. So what was it like looking at the opposite end of the Atlantic there, Bob? Did it feel weird? Come on. Play nice. Mostly just hot. You knew that coming here, that it may be a bit heaty. A bit on the heaty side. Doxy. Lyndon is a nurse. You should have went to go see Linda for your prescriptions. Your corpictions and your corpuctions. Have to change brushes. Yay! You have to see for yourself, Grandma. Huh?
I'm reading an article here how a groundhog got into one of those claw machines in Pennsylvania.
How do you fit in there?
I don't know, but they had to call the game warden to get him out. Some little girl was playing, and when she saw that one of the stuffed animal prizes was moving.
How does a groundhog get into a claw machine?
Well, just got in here.
I mean, they're pretty chubby. They're pretty chubby to be getting into a claw machine. I have questions. Fatima, I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. They're on fire. I said, where's that Fatima? Where is she hiding? Are you feeling any better? Rob is sick. No, it wasn't Jim's cooking. Fatima's still sick.
Rob was prolongedly stressed.
Prolongedly stressed. Prolonged stress. Well, you know, your doctor told you about that stuff. But no.
It looks like you have cows and sheep, white faces and little legs. You made sheeps.
I didn't make sheeps.
Look on the screen; they look like sheeps.
They do look like sheeps, but
And cows, because some of them have white faces.
I'm glad you can see that. Jim says my rocks look like sheep. Alright, I'll just run with it. Rob says they do look like animals. Aminals. It's
Sue!
Sue. Bah. Sue, do my rocks look like animals? Because Fatima and rocks say they look like animals. I need another set of eyeballs to clarify this situation. This situation here. The situation. Fatima's niece says this looks so real. Her name is Kulsum. Well, hello. How are you today? Nice
Welcome
to
to America.
welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you like it. I don't paint professionally, but thank you anyway. Thanks, Fatima. Rob got his first painting ever last weekend. How long is your niece there for, Fatima? Ow! That was my elbow. Oh, she's there for 2 years. Okay. Very cool. William has arrived. Is she going to school here? Biotech engineering. Wow. She's getting a master's in that. Holy moly. Why is there... Just supposed to... Awesome, awesome sauce. Sauce. Well, that just means you'll be having all kinds of fun for the next couple of years. Did she just get here? Oh, Tuesday, okay. Very cool.
What a drive! Look at it go!
What?
It's up!
Jim's playing a game, don't mind him.
No, it was
Oh, an ad.
a film on my Facebook.
Oh, okay. Don't mind him, he was watching a video on Facebook. I'm thinking I may change that to fallish colors. He's watching cartoons, Fatima says. She said.
How did she know that?
I don't know. He could be watching cartoons. It's very possible. Please, a story of mirth now. Rob, what are you saying? I still have to get videos off of my phone. I haven't done that yet. I got them off the cameras. I haven't gotten them off the phones yet. The phone yet. Oh. So I'll let this dry for a second while I tell the story. So these home Wi-Fi devices that we use that we have at work, it's working good, Fatima. It's working really well. We've been having to test them because we've been having software issues, so we've been like back and forth with the manufacturer on this firmware and software and all this crap. So I go to lunch and I come back and I walk in the door to punch in, and the one guy is like, "Oh, thank God you're back." I said, "Why?" He says, "Well," he says, "the New York Times wants to do a review on this unit, and I'm trying to get this button to pair with the unit, and it won't pair." So I said, "Okay." So I walk him through the process, and the button pairs, no problem. So he's shaking his head, and he's like, "Oh, it doesn't like me, it doesn't like me." So I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So he says, "Now I have to test this fall detection button." Now, the fall detection button is on a breakaway lanyard necklace, and it's about the size of a 50-cent piece, and it's got a button in the middle of it. And when this button gets pressed, it notifies whoever, the monitoring center, and they call the police or whatever. But it's different than a help button. We have a help button also. But anyway. So he says, "Well, now I have to test this fall detection button." So he takes, and it's on this lanyard, right? So he takes the button and he drops it on the floor. And nothing happens. right? The it doesn't, the alarm doesn't go off or anything. He's like, well, what the hell good is that? He says, I don't even. How do we use this thing? So, so he he says he drops it one more time. It falls on the floor. Nothing happens. So I said, well, try actually dropping it on the floor as opposed to dropping it on the anti-fatigue mat, because it might be cushioning the fall. So he drops it on the regular floor, nothing happens. So he says, I can't send this unit to this guy if this fall detection button isn't going to work. They're going to just tear us to shreds over this review. So I never used it. The shipping guys never used it. So we go to my boss, and I walked in and said, Mickey, I said, how do you get this thing to go off? It's a fall detection button. When it falls and hits something, it's supposed to go off. So he holds his foot out, and he's wearing a hiking boot with like a composite toe on it. And he holds his foot out, and he holds it flat in his hand like this, and he drops it on the top of his shoe, and the button goes off, right? It sets the alarm off. So, the other guy that I was originally talking to, he comes running into my boss's office. It's going off. It's going off. What'd you do? And I'm laughing hysterically because. So he's like, I'll do it again, right? So it resets. He drops it on the top of his shoe again. The button goes off, right? So we're like, okay, well, now we know it works. He says, well, I want to try it one more time. So this time he puts it around his neck. He puts the necklace on. He puts it, and he literally drops himself to the floor. Like he fell on the floor right there in the middle of the room. This whole time I'm laughing as this guy's making a total ass of himself, right? He falls on the floor trying to get this stupid thing to go off. I'm in tears because I'm laughing so hard. And nobody else is seeing this idiot on the floor trying to make this fall detection button go off. He says, you can't tell me that you got to drop it flat on the floor to make this thing go off. There's got to be So he gets up off the floor and he takes it off. And he sticks his foot out, and he holds it flat, and he lets it go, and it drops on the top of his shoe, and nothing happens. Oh my! It was. I should have took a video. It was hilarious. It was funny to watch him. So he walks back into my boss's office, and I follow him, and I'm in stitches by this time. I got tears coming out of my eyes. I'm laughing so hard. And he says, Mickey, do that again. So he takes he holds it flat in his hand, he sticks his foot out, drops it on the top of his shoe, and it goes off again. I said, Tom, you're wearing like soft top sneakers. Mickey's wearing like composite toe hiking boots. I mean, there's a difference in, texture and material there, It was so funny. Oh my god, it would have been viral. He couldn't get this thing to go off to save his life. And all my boss does is drop it on the top of his shoe, and then the alarm goes off. Oh my god, I was dying. It was funny. You just can't make this stuff up. You, I should have really taken a video of it. It was really funny. And he kept trying like different buttons. He's like, well, maybe this one's not working. And he like goes in the back and he grabs another one, takes it out of the plastic. He starts smacking it on the table. Nothing's happening. Goes in the back, grabs another. I'm like, how many of these things are you gonna open? Like, it's not the button. It's what you're doing. He should have done another belly. Oh, it was hysterical. Like. Oh my god. Back to painting. It really was funny. You just can't make that stuff up, right? He's trying so as long as Granny Mavis is wearing rigger boots and drops like a sack of rocks, she's covered. Well, yeah, because, obviously if you sandwich the button between the floor and her body, I guess it's going to go off. But, I mean, I even took this button, because, it's round, it's like a 50-cent piece. It's pretty big, right? And I tapped, like, the corner. I'm tapping on the table sideways, right on the edge, and it wouldn't go off. I'm smacking it against the table. He's like... But I mean, if you think about it, it's a pretty bad... I mean, I understand that you want to, like, prevent false alarms, right? So you don't want it to go off every time you knock into it. But this was ridiculous. It was... Too funny. Where's my burgers? So that's my funny story of the day. And I went through this whole story at the dinner table. My mother's laughing. Jim's just sitting there. I'm like, you have to laugh. Come on. It was funny. Like a candid camera moment. Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to just like drop to the floor like that. I think that's what got me rolling, It was like the last thing I was expecting him to do. Stories of the day are fun. Yeah. Gotta love it. Babe.
Yes, dear.
It was funny.
It was funny.
If he didn't drop to the floor, I don't think I would have laughed as hard. But fun times at work. It was a great way to end the day, though. This brush is too thick. Fatima could have fallen from her wheelchair and left her. Yeah. Oh, you would have. You would have died right there, Fatima. Bob's like, now, Jim, how many people are you cooking for this Saturday?
Just one, and actually nobody. We're going out to dinner on Saturday because she has
I'm
a
not going
gig.
out to dinner. I have a gig Saturday night, so I didn't know. Where are you gonna go out to dinner? We don't have to cook dinner, usually. I think. Just Friday. Bob didn't even laugh at my story. Yes. It's gonna have to be black. Rob looked at the website. Think I'll book the cabin by you next year. Can't book flights for another 100+ days. Yeah, you can't book the cabin till a year from the date that you want to stay there either. But you have to, if you want that one, you have to book it on the 5th of September, like in 2 weeks. So. Otherwise, somebody else might book it. And that's even more rustic. That's got like nothing in it but a set of bunk beds, a microwave, an air conditioner, and I think that's it. Okay. Hey Fatima, if you come next year, we can caravan. Oh wait, well, that may not happen. Never mind. I'll get back to you on that. Well, we need a bed and a place to put my bag. The cottage was way overpriced for what we got. I don't make the prices. Yellow corporate. Well, you have to remember it's summer too, so I'm sure there's no. It was a bit pricier. You had the impression it wouldn't be too sad if the cottage went away. I don't know. I've never stayed in there, so I have no idea. I've stayed in ones like it, but not at our campground. At other campgrounds, they're all set up the same way. Oh, I had the wrong date in my head, Fatima. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuzzle you. Mattress was supposed to. Let's go. Well, look how big the table was, Rob. It really could only fit 2 chairs. He said the freezer worked. It's meant to be a 4-seater. We found out the others had been. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's down to, they're not, there's gonna be 1 chair at that table. They're not gonna replace it.
Oh. Well, what'd they say when? Oh man, what'd they say when you went to check out?
That they're gonna take the other there used to be 4 chairs,
Yeah.
and now they're down to 1 because this one was found broken. I was actually a little disappointed. They didn't get toilet paper, paper towels, and dishwashing soap until Saturday morning, when it should have been there on Friday.
It's not like we have a full housekeeping crew there either.
They don't have to be a full housekeeping crew. They had to drop off a roll of toilet paper,
Okay,
a roll of
babe.
paper towels, and the dishwashing soap. And as a matter of fact, they could have gave it to Rob when he checked in.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I just sit on my patch of dirt and keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, well. Yeah, the TV remotes were missing. And Don had to fix the air conditioning remote.
Well, if we knew all that, then we just would have told him. Well, he would have had nowhere to stay then. But
Well, it's not that. I mean, first off, I don't know. I didn't find out about this until they were checking out. But you know, both the television remotes are missing. What are you going to do about that? Well, I don't know. I said, well, how about I go and get 2 television remotes and you pay me for them? I would have gotten 2 universal remotes and programmed them.
don't get yourself in trouble either.
They didn't throw those Irish people out for weeks. What do you think they're going to do to me if I display, if I express?
All
if
right,
I,
it's over. Relax.
yeah, okay.
It's a pond. It's not really a lake, but. I don't think we had one of them. Well, it's small. It's not, the campground itself is okay. I mean, I don't know if you got to really walk around the whole place or not. Yeah, they get out of hand with the bigger ones. I mean, one of the ones that I work at is really big, and they just can't control it at all. Oh, okay. No, not. No, there's a couple of them. It's about a half an hour away, going towards Wildwood. Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks, Sue. Have to let it sit for a minute. I'm not crazy about this paper. Well, it's not so much if they're not paying. I mean, they could be paying. I mean, people pay for the memberships at the other parks, right? For the other parks, I should say. And the kids of those people or the people themselves wind up, get bored and they start destroying things. So it happens everywhere. It's not just here. Here meaning New Jersey. You could have a gazillion, you could have activities from 9 o'clock in the morning straight through till 9 o'clock at night, and they'll still find a reason to destroy stuff. Oh, there wasn't enough for them to do. Get out of here. We had 12 hours of activities, and you're complaining that there was nothing to do? Yeah, exactly. Let me see if I can find the... Let's see. I'll show you an example. Newborn bingo, toddler bingo, children bingo, teenage bingo, young adult bingo. Yeah. Sea Pines. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, so here is an example of an activity schedule at a high-use park. One of the ones that I work at. You don't have to read everything, just look at the amount of things that are on there. That's from Friday to Sunday. Candy bar bingo. It is fun. You win the whole pot of candy bars. Or the whole bag or a whole table or whatever it is. It's an entire weekend full of stuff at a high use. That's the bigger park. That's like 3.5 times as big as we are. It's just like regular bingo, except they use candy bars for payment instead of money. It gets around the whole gambling thing. Why am I always trying to inflict pain on people? Same place I've been playing all summer. I think it's my last one. The one that I told you about with the illegal campsites and stuff. With the old illegal campsites. Ta-da! And they got rid of them when they bought the property 2 years ago. Or they found out that it wasn't their property, so they've been gone for a while. Look, babe.
That's great. I still think they look like cows on the river, but
Cows on the river. If that's how you make a cow, that's pretty easy. Cow rocks. I mean, if you look at it from a distance, I guess. It's easier to look at on the TV screen than it is in person. But that's all I have for today. What's the weather supposed to be? Rain possible after 11 p.m. Thanks, Rob. Where did you hang the one that I gave you? At least it's not going to rain on Saturday anymore. Of course it wants to rain on Sunday when we... Well, that's awesome. I'm glad she likes it. You have to get a frame. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't really have an idea again, but I kind of had an idea. I kind of. But I didn't. But I did. But I didn't. Did you tell her about the hidden object, Fatima? I didn't really hide it this time. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what else here. Well, thank you very much. Let me check one more thing. 385 days. Alright, let me get off of here. Yeah, it is. And you can hear the crickets. But we'll see everybody tomorrow. Oh. Don't drink your paint water. It's the second time I almost reached for it. Night, Sue. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Anything you have to add, my lip?
Bye, y'all.
You can book your flight September 14th. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they only change it 5 or 6 times. Sorry about
They had changed it 5 or 6 times. Night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Whoops. Push the button.